Vejayalakshmi in the house. Ladies and
Hi.
gentlemen, hi
Namaste,
Vejayalakshmi.
everybody. Hello. Hi.
It's so good to see you finally.
It's so good to see you too. Thank you so much for inviting me over. I'm so excited for this chit chat session. I look forward to
Great,
it.
great, Vijayalakshmi. So let's begin.
Yeah.
The first question that we have for you is, the SaReGaMaPa audition, "Ae Dil Hai
Yes.
Mushkil." It
Yes.
went viral. So it had millions of views. It's still counting. So
Yes.
how does that feel? The very first audition of your life, the very first stage for you. You started off with a bang, SaReGaMaPa, and the first video goes viral. How does that feel?
First, I'd like to say I'm very grateful to the platform, the arena of SaReGaMaPa, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I'll mix Hindi and English in case I have a supporter base who also just understands Hindi. So
Sure.
what happened was, जब मैंने audition दिया, I was very nervous, as you all saw. It was my first ever audition, so the feeling always remains surreal. That how am I going to perform? इतने सारे लोग हैं, and the best part was, they didn't tell us that you are going to be singing in front of the judges, actual judges. I just thought,
Wow.
we're going to be singing in front of our mentors. So I was okay. I was like, okay, ठीक है, हो जाएगा. Then, when I saw Himesh, and then I saw Neeti, and then I saw Anu, I saw all of the sirs and ma'ams, I was so overwhelmed. And, I was just randomly called. I was not even told कि तुम आने
Wow.
वाले हो next stage पे. So, imagine the flight I was in. I am so scared, but I went on stage and I just said whatever came to my mind. And then I was like, focus, focus, Vijju, focus, Vijayalakshmi. You can do
Right.
it. One of my, contestants, his name is Vastav. Okay, he made it to the top 12. So I think I spoke to Vastav before my audition and he said this one thing to me because I was very underconfident. उसने बस यही बोला कि विजयलक्ष्मी डर के आगे वो सिल्वर मेडल है जो तुमको चाहिए और तुम जैसे बहुत लोग को चाहिए who've come to audition. So I
Yeah.
was like, yes, I want that medal. So I sang and I closed my eyes for the bit. Then I felt a little confident. So I opened my eyes. I just went with the zone, went with the flow. And I never ever expected the judges would come down and congratulate me for my performance. And then, the minute the audition came on ZTV's page and it
Yeah.
featured with Neeti ma'am's page, I never thought the video would blow up. It hit so many people's hearts and it went on to so many countries. I was so overwhelmed. My followers just grew in one night. I felt like, what's happening? So many messages, and I was just living the dream. Very
Right.
honestly, thanks to the stage. It gave me that recognition, that the voice that I wanted to showcase to many people. It gave me that recognition, so I'm very grateful. And even to this day, a lot of people send me that audition clip, and I
Right.
have goosebumps whenever I see my own audition because I can't believe I sang like that. Because it's a first
Amazing.
audition and you tend to freak out and बहुत
Yeah.
सारी चीजें इधर उधर होते हैं, but in my case, God's grace, I somehow managed to pull it off decently and it just went all out and it's crazy, man.
And we can tell you that that wasn't a decent performance. That was a rocking performance.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
It never looked like that this was your first performance, to be very honest. And we have some of the questions from different fan groups as well,
Yeah.
asking that प्लीज एक बारी विजू से चेक करना क्या ये उनका सच्ची में पहला परफॉर्मेंस था.
There are a lot of people on social media actually commented on this. When I see any of my social media promotional pages and I see the messages under it, I see a couple of people supporting me in a way that says, I don't think this is her first ever act. It can't be. How can someone sing with such zeal and confidence?
Yeah.
But the truth is, it's just how the atmosphere was that time. When someone motivates you and stands up and encourages you to sing your heart out, I think that helps you to go forward. So for me, honestly, even though it's my first audition, it might not have looked like a first because of the way I sang it, but I give all credit to how the people encouraged me to sing. जब ma'am requested everyone to close their eyes, for me that was a big motivation. जब सब अपने आंखें बंद करके मतलब मुझे सुन रहे थे, I realized that they are only concentrated to मेरी आवाज कैसी होगी, how will it come out. So I think that gave me a lot of boost. as an artist?
So, the second question is more of a related question. HR, Neeti were on the stage while you were, singing the song.
Yes.
That hasn't happened in the season so far, to be honest. Pehle audition round mein, while you were singing, while you were in that zone, HR came to the stage and he even, appreciated with the fact that, this will be the season's finest performance.
Yes. Yes.
How does that feel, to be appreciated by the legend himself, Neeti Mohan coming to the stage, that looked, pretty unreal, but then, it was, for you, it was like living a dream.
I was on cloud 999 infinity on that day, very honestly. So all the contestants, we all stayed together. And when everyone told me that we have done 5 reality shows and we've come here, and you're so lucky, तुम्हारा पहला reality show and your audition itself is viral. I don't know क्या जादू करने वाले हो अगले performances में. For me, it was like you said, a dream come true. I never thought Himesh sir would, in the middle of the performance come down with the medal. And I think if I'm not wrong, I saw my audition enough to understand that, when I sang the second line of, wow, yeah. When I did that, I think that was the point where he stood up and clapped. And then Neeti got up and they were just enjoying the show from their respective chairs until Himesh came down.
Yeah.
And then he came down, he was there throughout the performance, and Neeti came down. I had goosebumps. Actually, what happened was when Sir came down, I didn't see the medal. I just thought he came down, and I was just, while I'm singing, mere paas wo thoughts are, oh my goodness, Sir is on the stage. I hope I don't mess it up. Why is Sir on stage? Did I sing something wrong? Oh God. Then Neeti came down, and my nervousness just went to this level.
Yeah.
But the good part was it was the end of the song, just tu suffer mera, just that last part. So I was like, ठीक है, हो जाएगा. होने के बाद the reaction, the hug, I cried like a baby. I've not cried like that even in front of my mother. I think that cry was just too memorable for me. Himesh puts the medal and I'm like, okay, I have done well.
Yeah.
I didn't mess up. That's the feeling I had when Sir came down. Honestly, when a legend like Himesh sir, when a legend like Neeti ma'am, even Anu Malik sir came down eventually. When legends like them whose music hum bachpan se sunte aa rahe and till date we jam to their songs, they come and appreciate you in real life. It is way beyond your imagination. I felt like on that day, a lot of people who want to audition would have gotten that motivation to just, want to be there living their dreams like how I lived mine that day. And I hope that everyone who wants to be on that stage comes on that stage someday.
So, again, I've gone back to that zone, your audition performance, since we're talking about the audition performance. I'm kind of, talking to you, but I'm not here. So, that's how, your performance was. That was the power of your performance, actually.
Thank you so much.
Even till date today, before this interview, I was watching the same audition video. So it was like, wow. Matlab, I can see it on and on for, forever, I guess.
मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है. Thank you so much. When someone tells me in person that my audition video has touched their heart and it's left an impact on them, there's no better feeling than that. Trust me. Thank you so much.
Exactly. That takes us to the next question that we have, and that's more of a fan question. So we'll, try to get in some fan questions while we are interviewing, while we're talking. So the first fan question is, you and Bullet look great together. Are you guys dating?
Okay. First of all, thank you to that little supporter fan of mine from wherever he or she is. Okay, I'd like to say, मैं और Bullet, हम बस अच्छे दोस्त हैं, like the show is portrayed. There's nothing going on in real life. Even if we do like each other, there's no matlab guarantee. So it's just, you can say we're just really good friends who want to keep it very simple and straightforward. We don't want any complications. So hum bas dost hai filhal. If we do end up together someday, I will let you know for sure.
This takes us to the next fan question, in fact. So, Bullet's name, I guess you took Pineapple as his name because of the hairstyle. So वो पाइनएप्पल तक तो ठीक था. अभी एक फैन क्वेश्चन आया हमारे पास. This question came in yesterday only. He changed that pineapple to a porcupine.
How does that reach people's ears? I did call him a porcupine. I did call him a
You
porcupine.
did?
I did. The texture of the hair is similar to that. That's why, I felt like it's a porcupine in the form of that hair. It's a
Right.
little, smoother, but typical porcupine texture. Anyone who touches it, definitely chubega. So, like, if you want to touch his hair, wear some gloves. My God. And it's very difficult, when he puts that bun, and it gives the pineapple shape, it's very difficult to take off his hair, that rubber band. It's very difficult to take off because the hair is so strong.
Right.
So, you can use that as a punching bag. It's that thick.
Oh,
I
wow.
tried. I even put my own hairband, a bandana around his hair. It sat like a rubber band. It sat like a crown on his head.
Wow.
I put that crown on, ek diya maine, fir bhi wo baal, nothing happened. It stayed intact. I'm shocked.
Damn. So I guess, the porcupine kind of fit into the picture somehow.
That's a nice question.
The question was around the porcupine hairstyle only. Do you really know how much time does Bullet take to actually, get his hairstyle done?
I don't think it should take some time because honestly speaking, when we were having practice sessions together, मैंने कभी एक भी बार उसे ऐसा नहीं देखा कि he's combed his hair. I doubt he even has a comb. Okay, वो बस he washes his hair, takes it up, बस एक knot सा बांध देता है and done. Class. And the hair का texture is kind of crimped. It's kind of crimped, so it just stays intact. He doesn't have to gel, nothing.
Wow.
So, we usually the hairstyles he's given is they tie that sheep wool into his hair. Give him nice braids and all like an African. It suits him. I don't think he needs more than 3 minutes also to like set that.
Wow. Coming back to our own set of questions. So, Vijju, tell us about your creative process. So how do you choose songs to perform and what goes into, creating that captivating performances?
Okay, so the performances you're asking in general are my rock covers or SaReGaMa performances?
The SaReGaMaPa.
Okay, cool. So first of all, हम रियाज करते हैं, so that we get the pitch right. And the creative process sort of begins with the basic stuff that you need to understand. So जो भी गाना हम चुनते हैं, okay, we already it's already decided by the channel which songs are supposed to be sung. Okay, so whichever song is given to us according to our style, हम एक scale चुनते हैं. We choose the pitch in which we want to sing it, the scale, okay? And I take a comfortable scale, or if I want to challenge myself, so we take the scale. And so I am a person who's not formally trained. Okay, I don't have a training as such. तो मैं गानों को सुन के उनको पकड़ती हूँ. That's how I get the song processed. तो basic reference मिल जाता है गाने का. But at the end of the day, since I'm a very creative artist and I love Western music, मैं हमेशा सोचती हूँ कि how would a Western singer incorporate those elements into this song? For instance, when we sang, just take for example, give me a song that I've sung, any of my performances. Give me any of the song.
प्यार की एक कहानी सुनो.
Okay, wonderful. So, प्यार की एक कहानी सुनो में, the arrangement as such, जो behind trumpet, वो सब एक अलग ही arrangement बनाया. तो arrangement को ध्यान में रखते हुए, I thought of a lot of, like it's yeah, but I did to give that flair of, like it's like a martial art going on, or like, like how do I call that? A flamingo sort of dance going on. So, I wanted to make it bold. So that creativity came in. उसके बाद I tried to think of इस गाने में who all have sung it. There's a rock singer Vishal Dadlani and there's a soft singer Suniti Shan. She's not soft, but उन्होंने ये गाना गाया. She sung the female part. So for me, I have to do justice to both the parts. So उस creative process को ध्यान में रखते हुए and keeping Vijju's style intact, I sang it in my own way, and I also did a grunge tone to incorporate Vishal's part in. मैंने grunge tone भी रखा, and most importantly, I wanted to retain the authenticity of the song. वो मैंने रखा. A few more things that I think I did in between was the whistle tones and stuff. So these runs were never there in the song. So these extra runs I added, and where to soften, where to become loud, all of that is taught to us. But ये जो intricate चीजें हैं, जैसे कि ये थोड़े runs in between, tum 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 na na na, all of this मैंने खुद से किया है, to bring more flair to the song. और बीच में, to make the performance more enhanced, I did a little bit of tap dance.
Right.
And then एक starting में प्यार की ये कहानी सुनो. So this is basically like an ad-lib. इसको ad-lib per se नहीं बोलते, but I didn't want to start the song with an instrumental, like how it's actually done in the song. Right. So I wanted to start it with my Vijju box flair. So प्यार की ये कहानी सुनो ta ta एक लड़का ta ta ta. Just give it my own, feel, and we made a jazzish retro. Then we took it to salsa Mexican. So we tried to retain the authenticity, but I kept my style intact. That is the procedure.
Amazing, Vijju. Thank you so much for the insights and what goes behind in probably pulling off any performance. So,
yes.
That's very important for all of us to understand who are listening to us right now, that it's not just a one-day shot. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of riyaz, a lot of improvisations as well. Sometimes you do improvs as well. So
yes. For instance, I'll give you the other song also, that because Pyar Ki Ye Kahani Sunna, I think I didn't do as many improvisations as I did in this one song, which I will tell you. Yes, Zooby Dooby was, I think, a song that we improvised a lot in.
That you did with Sana.
Yes, which I did with Sana. So I was playing Sonu Nigam's part, but of course I retained my authenticity. So that Zooby Dooby Faririra, that was never in the song, so हमने वो incorporate किया. And there were some parts where we unnecessarily became a lot more nutcut, which was not needed, but we did it because we had to justify the boys part, and we're two girls singing. So it was so all of these little nakras we got in, and even the last part, all of that, हमने वो सब डाले, which was never part of the song. So we were very praised by the composer himself who came. But ये छोटी-छोटी चीजें अगर हम डालेंगे, right, it brings a lot of flair to every performance that we do. Exactly.
And that gives us एक नया zone मिल जाता है हमें उस गाने को सुनने के लिए. Just like you sang ऐ दिल है मुश्किल. So honestly, that's not because you're sitting in front of me right now. It's more like अब मेरे को वो ऐ दिल है मुश्किल जो पुराना वाला है वो सुनने में मजा नहीं आता.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. But Arijit will always remain Arijit. I've just done a different version, and I've taken inspiration from Arijit. He's a blessing. He's a legend.
He is. Exactly, he is. So do you think platforms like SaReGaMaPa, Indian Idol provide fair opportunities to the talented artists like yourself?
I'll tell you something. Before going on the show, a lot of people जो मेरे करीबी दोस्त हैं, musicians within the Bangalore circle, उन्होंने मुझे ये बताया कि all these reality shows, they expect you to pay money if you want to go on the show, if you want to go to a certain round, and it's very unfair in the terms of if you have contacts, you're established, you have a certain number of following on Instagram, तभी तुमको आगे ले जाएंगे, या फिर you're well known, you're well connected with the judges. Okay, I am clearly a living example, touch wood, of all of those that I'm going to deny. Okay, I am a clear living example of the fact that none of that matters. Neither did I have the contacts, nor did I pay any sort of amounts, and neither did I have any connections or any great number of followers. If you noticed, I think if you texted me the first time, you would have seen मेरे पास सिर्फ 2,300 followers थे. I have grown organically throughout the show because of ऐ दिल है मुश्किल and all my other performances. Okay, मैंने कभी I never had any contact to get me on that stage. It's as simple as this. You followed the normal procedure, where someone from the show, they sent me a text on Instagram, how they promote their SaReGaMa or Indian Idol platforms. They're like, we have this show coming up, would you be interested to perform? So initially I was hesitant, but then I spoke to him on call and he told me this is the new format, OG format. I was a little excited to understand this format, so I gave my auditions, and very fortunately I got selected for the second round. But then regional rounds bhi hote hai. apart from which is not telecasted on the TV, but
Right.
regional rounds होते हैं. उसके बाद Bombay का audition which is shown on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the regional round, what happened was I was so nervous. I was like, इतने बड़े reality show में जाना है, will I be able to sing? And I sang horribly and came out. I got rejected. And I lost all my self-confidence and motivation. But the show called me back again. They called me to the Bombay audition. I re-auditioned and I cleared it. And then we had the audition which was shown on the TV, the grand audition where I had to do a final audition where all of us had to fairly, get chosen or not. So how my journey was, you ask anyone who's part of the show, they'll tell you it was such a destined journey. It was full of luck and destiny and God's grace. I sang really well on one day, and one day I, just sang horribly. But one day, when I sang with full confidence, I made it. And then in Mushkil, I just went all out of my zone, went all out and just put myself out there. And I am here today because every episode I wanted to give my 200% and I did. And I'm very satisfied with it. So I don't think if anyone, tells me कि आपने पैसे दिए, आपके पास contacts होंगे, आपके पास बहुत followers होंगे, I will clearly deny all of it because, till date, my followers are almost going to be 6K. I don't have any contacts except the contacts I have from SaReGaMa Abhi. And I have not paid a single amount. So yes, I'm very grateful. The show has honestly honored me as an artist with a unique talent and it has taken me. Factor ye bhi hai ki maybe I fitted very well in the concept of OG. So it worked out in my favor because हमने जितने भी auditions देखे, everyone obviously sings amazing, but there are always criteria. So I think whoever fitted the most in the OG got that chance to shine. And I was very fortunate I was one of them. So yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing those insights, Vijju, because that matters a lot. Because a lot of people out in the public really do feel that these shows, because obviously they're running for a cause. They're finding the artist, they're giving it to the industry, but they have that other cause as well, which is business.
No, I'm telling you, so when I didn't make it through the first round, right? I was crying. I told my parents and I told my musician friends in the circle, and they just went out and said this, you don't have contact, that's why they didn't choose you. And I was like, for a minute, I was like, should I believe that or not? And then in a few days, I get a call, come re-audition. Maybe something, went wrong. I don't think it's your fault. We think you're a very talented artist. Come again and give the audition. It was very fair for me. Okay. And till date, all of these people, they are just shocked. They're speechless because, उन्होंने जो बोला वो गलत निकला and I proved it wrong. So now if I take part in a reality show again in my life, I think again I'll set the same precedent. I'll re-audition from scratch.
Amazing. Do you, by the way, remember your, what do we call that, serial number or the number that is given initially?
MUM3224. That's a number I'll never forget in my life. I think I forgot my bar council registration number also. This is a fine. I'll never forget.
Amazing, Vijju. I guess that's time for a song for us. We have a lot of requests, but given the time, probably, I guess in today's live that you went, you went live on Instagram.
Yes.
So usme I guess we had a request of Chalte Re Ishq Mein Pad Jate Hain from Gadar.
Oh, yes, we did.
So, people actually dropped us a message that, why not you ask Vijju to sing that again for us?
That's Neeti ma'am's song. Okay, it's an honor to sing her song. I'm really scared to attempt. It's a beautiful song though. But since so many people have requested, I'll sing 2 lines of it. Okay, now I don't know the lyrics. I'm just going to go with the flow, okay? फिर से एक बार उजड़ जाते हैं, तेरे इश्क में पड़ जाते हैं, तेरे इश्क में पड़ जाते हैं.
Wow. Though we really didn't want to stop.
मैम ने भी यही पार्ट गाया है स्टेज पे, तो this is the only part I remember properly.
Kuni, for people who are listening to us right now, we will not let Vijju go only after singing these 2 lines. Obviously उनको अपने audition performances.
I won't be singing the lines I sang in the audition. I'd probably sing the other lines that were adhure and I didn't sing them. That is the
Wow.
second part also. Mana ki teri maujudgi.
Oh my God. Something big coming up. So, Vijju, this takes us to the next question that we have. And
Yes.
that's more of an, emotional connect with the people. So,
Okay.
after your elimination,
Yes.
a lot of people were disappointed. A lot of people were disheartened. You get to, see those people when you're live on Instagram as well.
Yes.
People letting you know that, we're really not watching the show anymore. People are of that extent. The question is, how do you really cope up with such fan base, people telling you that they're disheartened, they're really not watching the show anymore? How do you cope up with such emotions personally?
पहली बात तो ये है कि मैं बहुत खुश हूँ ये जान के that I have such lovely supporters who were there to root so much for me, but I'm also very sad कि आपने show देखना बंद कर दिया only because I'm not there. I think as a strong supporter of mine, it is always my motto to support artists, other artists. I'm an artist, so I want to support other artists. So even on my lives, whenever I end it also, because it's very important that you also understand why I have been eliminated. There are many factors behind an elimination, but most importantly, on that day, who sang the best. So when you hear all the songs, you'll realize that probably I lacked somewhere. It's very vital कि आप है ना बस पूरा जो concentration है मुझ पे डाल रहे हैं. I'm very grateful. सबके पास एक एक strong point होता है जिसकी वजह से वो अभी भी competition में है. So,
Right.
Everyone will slowly come out of the competition. This is what I was told when I was eliminated. Probably a month or so left before the show ends completely.
Right.
तो हर एक इंसान को घर जाना ही है कभी ना कभी. So, be it, you're the third person who got out. Next, this person, that person, that person. So, you should never let it, affect you so emotionally. But to all the people, who've been such great supporters of me, I only have to say that the support doesn't end here. If I have not made it to a certain extent in the show, it just means that there is something ahead that I still have to learn in life. And I want you guys to be part of that really big thing in the upcoming days. So please do support me.
That support is there without being said. Final question from this round. As a talented singer, what advice do you have for people, who gonna be probably auditioning for SaReGaMaPa 2024, Indian Idol 2024, and shows like, and such shows, such singing reality shows?
You need to always keep telling to yourself is that you are lucky. You are lucky and you are blessed every single day. You have the talent, you just have to believe in yourself and everything will work in your favor. अपने आप पे एक विश्वास रखना बहुत जरूरी when you go on such a big stage. Why? Because if you keep comparing yourself to ये मुझसे अच्छा गाता है, नहीं मैं इससे अच्छा गाती हूँ, you lose focus on yourself. So when you believe I am the best in that whole place, I have heard him, I have heard her, but I am the best, you will go there and perform your best. Irrespective of the factors, you will give your best, you will get the best results. So concentrate on yourself, sing with confidence, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Believe in your talent, believe in your personality.
Wow. Amazing, Vijju. That's a very important learning for all the aspiring singers, that you should focus on yourself rather than, whosoever is good, bad, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's your audition. You have to prove, you are the best.
Exactly.
Time for the audition song.
Okay. मना के तेरी मौजूदगी से ये जिंदगानी मालूम है तुझको मैं कितनी शिद्दत से चाहूं चाहे तो रहना ये बेखबर है मौका है मंजिल ये रोशनी से ये एक तरफा मेरा सफर खूबसूरत है मन सवेरे ज़मीं पे ना सही तो आसमां में आमिर तेरे बिना गुजारा दिल है मुश्किल मुझे आजमाती है मेरी कमी मेरी हर कमी को है तू लाज़मी जुनून है मेरा, बनूं मैं तेरे काबिल, तेरे बिना गुजारा दिल है मुश्किल, ये रूह भी मेरी, ये जिस्म भी मेरा, उतना मेरा नहीं जितना हुआ तेरा, तूने दिया है जो वो दर्द ही सही, तुझसे मिला है तो ये नाम है मेरा। ढूंढे तेरे सामने मेरी तुम्हें, वो है तू लाज़मी।
Wow,
Thank you so much.
this was amazing.
Thank you means a lot. Thank you so much. तो गाने में एक जो था मेरे दिमाग में ना, this song also in some ways it's a little breathless. जो मैंने एक O part अभी नहीं गाया, but when I sang it on stage ना, it's continuous. Especially the last one, उस pitch में इसको continuous गाना, you tend to go off breath. But that day, luckily, I didn't. So I'm so grateful to God. It's very difficult to do some things on stage जो आसान दिखता है screen से, वो
Right.
actually बहुत मुश्किल है.
Thank you so much for sharing those insights as well. People listening to us, there are a lot of aspiring singers right now, and
Yes.
just through the comments as well, to understand more about this performance, to understand more from you. So, people listening to us, do drop in some comments for Vijju. Understand whatever you like to.
Don't ever stop asking questions. That's what
Absolutely.
takes you ahead.
Which will be a rapid fire round. We'll give you very less time to think of an answer. Let's do it. So this is the rapid fire with Vijju. The first question: music genre you'd love to explore next?
Funk.
Okay. Your favorite duet partner from the show?
Sonia and Sana,
Alright.
both of them. Sonia and Sana both.
Dream duet partner from the music industry?
I want to sing with A.R. Rahman.
All right. The next question: your all-time favorite Bollywood and Hollywood playback singers?
My Bollywood would be Shilpa Rao. Okay, I love her voice. And I also love Shalmali Kholgade. Two, Hollywood, Beyonce. Straight up.
Cool. All right. The last question: favorite comfort food after a long day of rehearsals?
Okay, brownie. Chocolate
Oh,
brownie.
all right. Sweet person. The only thing left for the show is that you have to challenge this rapid fire to any of your contestants, your friends that you think might take it up or might fail in this rapid fire.
Okay, I think I'll challenge Sonia because we're very close and I think I'd like to know her opinion. So, Sonia.
Amazing. So, Sonia, be prepared. Something big is coming for you as well. So, Vijju, if you have, if time allows, we would love to have another song put in here.
Okay.
Let's hear the one that you were you planned on, but you haven't sung so far.
Okay. रात में ही जागते हैं ये गुनाहों के घर, इनकी राहें खोले बाहें जो भी आए इधर, गुमराहों का रास्ता, मुस्कान झूठी है, रंगीन है छाई, फिर भी ये तन्हाई, ओह थोड़ा थोड़ा सवाब है, थोड़ा थोड़ा गुनाह है, फितरत ये तेरी ना खुली किताब है, तेरी नीयत खराब है, खराब है, जाने क्या कहानी, ये तो बताओ, फितरत ये तेरी ना खुली किताब है, तेरी नीयत Muskan Jhuti.
Thank you so much, Vijju, for being on the show today and
Yes,
sparing this much of time for us.
I'm
And we
so
wish
grateful.
you all the best.
Thank you. I'm so grateful to you for having me on the show. It's an honor. And I'm hoping to see you soon. Please take care and loads of love to you, the team, and to everyone who asked all the questions. And stay tuned.